An Israeli Special Operations Group moves through the cityscape towards a medium-sized building where the enemy is supposedly hiding. After securing the perimeter around the warehouse, the operatives prepare to breach the main entrance, but their endeavor carries significant risks. They don't know how many enemy personnel are inside, if they're expecting them, or how they're positioned. Suddenly, the group's technician deploys a large diamond-shaped device. He then unfolds 4 collapsible pads and places the flat device against the building's wall. A screen right in the middle of the apparatus then shows the shapes of whoever is on the other side of the wall. As he relays the information to his teammates, they swiftly breach the building and neutralize the enemy in a decisive surprise assault. The scene may seem taken straight out of a science fiction show, but the groundbreaking technology may soon become a reality. In recent decades, the rise of insurgent groups has made warfare a much more complicated affair. As they often blend with the civilian population, striking the heart of terrorist cells or rebel organizations now carries the risk of causing severe collateral damage. For long, this peril has been deemed unavoidable. Despite having remarkable intelligence, there's no way to know what's going on behind the walls of an enemy base with complete certainty. However, that is about to change with the development of the Xaver 1000, the newest addition to the Xaver series developed by the Camaro Tech Corporation in conjunction with the Israeli government. Camaro Tech has been developing military awareness solutions branded under the name Xaver for several years. The devices use radar technology to give their operators greater awareness of enemy positions behind walls. However, the Xaver 1000 promises to take the technology to new heights with a broader range, much more detail, less latency, and the ability to map the building on top of identifying enemy personnel and possible friendly units. Camaro Tech's Xaver solutions are marketed to governments across the world as an essential tool to approach hostage rescue, anti-terror operations, urban warfare, gathering intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, or ISR, explosive entry, high-risk arrest, anti-narcotics operations, and search and rescue missions. Unveiled during the Eurosatori 2022 show in Paris, the latest addition to the Xaver family of awareness solutions will deliver unprecedented tactical awareness performance to military and law enforcement organizations across the globe. Camaro Tech, the company behind the new device, isn't a new name in the imaging solutions industry, as they have been leading the field with their highly reliable through-wall imaging devices for some time. The latest iteration, however, has taken the technology to a whole new level by including the ability to create 3D maps of the targeted space, identifying sentient beings, measuring the distance between them, and also ensuring their height and mass to determine the possible presence of women and children behind walls. The device has also achieved an unprecedented display accuracy, so that the Xaver 1000 operator can determine if the people behind the wall are sitting, standing, laying down, or holding defensive positions. The images are delivered in real time and with a minimal margin of error, allowing the special forces to use the technology to execute informed decisions and save lives in highly dangerous situations. The system is designed to be extremely easy to use and requires little training. Using the touchscreen attached to the device, the operator can easily distinguish the human forms of the people inside a building, with the program automatically tracking each individual and constantly differentiating them. Xaver 1000 also allows precise identification and tracking of limbs and other body parts. Thus, the operator not only detects the people inside the building and their positions, but he can also see what their hands and feet are doing, and if they are holding any weapons. Additionally, the device creates an accurate 3D map of the rooms inside the building, allowing the operator to identify walls, doors, and possible obstacles, and even measuring the distance between them to attain as much data as possible. Meanwhile, the user interface is simple and efficient, allowing the user to record everything on the screen for post-mission analysis, or to share a particular event with another team member. Xaver 1000 has an operational range of over 20 meters, and it can be mounted against the wall or further away from the building using its included tripod. Apart from being a vital tool for special forces and law enforcement officials attempting to enter an enemy-occupied location, the system is also marketed as a formidable solution for rescue operations during natural disasters and other tragic incidents. If people are trapped behind collapsed structures or even rubble, the device can identify their exact positions, how much debris is in the way, and if the individuals show any signs of life. The system also works remarkably well in hostage situations, where the device can identify the number of victims, if they're still alive, how many attackers are in the area, and how close they are to the hostages. The information provided by the Xaver can make a huge difference, not only for the hostages inside the building, but also for the team in charge of the rescue operation. Also, the Xaver's operator can easily configure the system to provide the most relevant data according to the mission parameters. If the operation entails the identification of hostiles, the interface will be adjusted to provide specific data on positions, distances, possible armed status, and overall behavior. Moreover, if the operation requires the extraction of victims from a collapsed building, the system will prioritize those who seem alive and the obstacles in the way. Amir Biri, Camaro Tech CEO, summarized his product by stating, quote, "A high-resolution 3D view and other powerful tools of the system provide an exceptional level of situational awareness. Being able to achieve a high level of sensitivity, the Xaver 1000 is a true game-changer for special forces and law enforcement teams conducting urban and rural operations that require reliable information regarding hidden live objects." Despite demonstrating the formidable capabilities of its product on numerous occasions, Camaro Tech has remained highly secretive regarding the technologies that make the Xaver 1000 system possible. The company claims the device can penetrate almost any construction material used around the globe, while remaining 100% radiation-free, but the precise way it accomplishes this is unknown. In addition, the company has only stated that the designers use radar technology in addition to a wide variety of sensors whose data is processed by a computer using their exclusive AI-powered software. Still, the exact nature of the software and the technology encased within the system remains unknown to the public, but the frequent demonstrations and drills where the device has been used prove that it can do what Camaro Tech says. As the device makes it into the hands of special operations teams around the world, time will only tell if the technology can revolutionize urban warfare and rescue operations or not. The Barak 8 is an Indo-Israeli surface-to-air missile system initially conceived as a naval air defense setup. Stemming from an older model, the new version is equipped with more advanced technologies, such as a seeker and a significantly extended range. By using the Barak projectile, the powerful platform not only arms the Indian and Israeli defense forces, but also the Azerbaijani, and potentially many other nations across 3 continents. The system's flight speed can reach up to Mach 2, its ceiling is 16 kilometers, and its range was expanded from 70 to an impressive 100 kilometers. Besides, it can also operate in a totally autonomous manner. The Barak 8 system has shown so much potential that it has even enticed Israel's historical antagonists to procure the weapon. After all, they have a common cause. Yemen has been embroiled in a civil war for the best part of a decade, led by a movement known as the Houthis. Allegedly, the Supreme Political Council, comprised mainly of Shia Islamists, is a proxy of the Islamic Republic of Iran, although the nation has denied the accusations. On the other hand, Yemen's neighbor and supporter, the United Arab Emirates, has played a significant role in the war, lending major assistance to pro-government militias. But the conflict has spilled over the entire region, with the Houthis assaulting other nations outside Yemen, including Saudi Arabia. In January of 2022, Houthis raided an Emirati cargo ship and captured the vessel, claiming she was carrying military equipment that the country planned to give to pro-government forces. However, the coalition argued the vessel was actually carrying hospital equipment. After losing several districts in Yemen due to the rebels being thwarted by Emirate-supported forces called the Giant Brigades, the Houthis launched an assault known as Operation Hurricane of Yemen. On the morning of January 17th, a swarm of drones struck 3 oil refueling vehicles in an oil refinery in Musafa, Abu Dhabi. And according to the Houthi military spokesman, the group also fired 5 ballistic missiles. While the country announced that several missiles and drones were intercepted, another simultaneous attack set an extension of the Abu Dhabi International Airport on fire. The assaults left several wounded, as well as some fatalities. Then, in an effort to safeguard its citizens from terrorist threats, the United Arab Emirates turned to Israel. Discreetly and unofficially, the nation inquired about the acquisition of the defense system to protect itself from Houthi missile attacks. The LR-SAM, or MR-SAM, commonly known as Barak 8, is a surface-to-air missile system jointly developed by Israel's Ministry of Defense, Israel Aerospace Industries, and India's Defense Research and Development Organization. The platform was loosely inspired by the original Barak 1 and was designed against all types of airborne threats, from aircraft and helicopters to UAVs and missiles. Initially, the Barak 8 was conceived as a naval air defense missile system and was planned to feature more advanced capabilities than its predecessor, including an enhanced seeker and range extensions that rendered it a capable medium-range system akin to the RIM 162 ESSM or even the SM-2 standard. In 2009, Israel successfully tested the improved Barak missile with the Barak 8 platform, proving its radar's 360-degree coverage. In addition, the system could take down an incoming missile as close as 500 meters from the ship. Throughout the Barak 8's development, Israel Aerospace Industries, or IAI, completed the Barak MX system, broadening the device into a multi-layered air defense system. By employing unified smart launchers, the Barak MX carries short, medium, and extended range interceptors, conferring ranges from 35 to 150 kilometers. As a smart launcher, the system supports flexible deployment architecture for both naval and land applications. In addition, the kinetic defense system was designed to work against a range of aerial threats in day and night conditions and in all kinds of weather. The Barak 8 missile weighs 275 kilograms, its diameter extends to 225 millimeters, its length is 4.5 meters, and its fin span is 940 millimeters. Plus, it carries a 60-kilogram HE frag warhead that detonates at close range. Propulsion is provided by a two-stage smokeless pulse rocket motor equipped with a thrust-vectoring nozzle. As such, the Barak 8 has an above-average degree of maneuverability at target interception range. And at its terminal phase, a second motor is fired just as the active radar seeker is activated to home in on the enemy's track. The missile's flight speed can reach Mach 2, while its ceiling can soar to 16 kilometers. And although its range was 70 kilometers, it was reportedly increased to 90 and later 100 kilometers. The Barak 8 can operate in a totally autonomous manner because of its active radar guidance. Once it acquires a target, it can be employed against a wide range of fixed or rotary-winged aircraft, as well as cruise or anti-ship missiles. Moreover, the system can be coupled with a modern air defense system and multifunction surveillance track, as well as guidance radars, including the ELM 2248 MF Star AESA. The Barak 8 can then be enabled to simultaneously engage multiple targets during saturation attacks. In addition, the projectiles are launched in a vertical direction from the canister launchers, providing all-around coverage, and its 8 ready-to-fire missiles can be fired within 20 seconds. There are several versions of the missile, including an infrared homing one. Its land-based configuration is called MR-SAM, and it has a command and control system, tracking radar, missile and mobile launcher systems, and an advanced radio frequency RF seeker. Moreover, the Barak 8 ER extended range version is on its way. The enhanced version of the Barak 8 will reportedly have a range of 150 kilometers, as it will feature an extra rocket booster. In addition to cruise missiles and aircraft, it will also be capable of intercepting tactical ballistic missiles with ranges shorter than 500 kilometers. The extended range version was designed to engage multiple beyond maximum visual range threats. As such, the low launch signature is expected to retain the same autopilot and inertial navigation system and active radar seeker as its predecessor. It will also likely feature modifications to the software and missile control surfaces. Furthermore, its length will be extended to 6 meters because of the booster, but after jettisoning it, the length might be slightly less than the original. Meanwhile, its weight without the booster will remain the same. Initial operational capability for the enhanced variant will be first declared for the naval application. Indeed, Israel completed a test of the new weapon in March of 2021, proving not only its range, but its increased ceiling of 30 kilometers. IAI President and CEO Boaz Levy stated after the trial, quote, "The combination of several interceptors in a unified launcher and the inherent modularity of the Barak system provide an optimal response for the future battlefield." Later that year, the Indian Air Force got the first MR-SAM system to guard its station at Jaisalmer. Similarly, the Indian Navy has already deployed the missiles on some destroyers, such as the Kolkata and Visakhapatnam class, and Azerbaijan and Morocco also operate the weapon system. Abu Dhabi is expected to use the Indo-Israeli weapon as a stopgap measure to contain the terrorist threat. It is possible that the recent attacks on the country might have triggered a paradigm shift in the region's geopolitics, causing unlikely allies to join forces against common enemies. Finally, as of late 2022, the Israeli Navy has already equipped its Sa'ar 5-class corvettes with the Barak 8, and the Sa'ar 4.5-class flotilla will soon follow. Hailing from the homeland of Israel, a remarkable creation known as Spike is a fire-and-forget anti-tank guided missile. Behind this technological marvel is none other than the Israeli company Rafael Advanced Defense Systems. Spike comes in various versions to suit diverse needs, including man-portable, vehicle-launched, and even helicopter-launched variants. Its operational prowess lies in its ability to engage and obliterate targets within sight of the launcher, liberating its operator from the burden of continuous tracking. But there are other variants with an additional capability, executing a top attack, enabling the operator to direct the missile to strike its target from above, even after launch. And although the missile dates back to the 1980s, it has just been announced that Spike is now more advanced than ever before, having entered its 6th generation. Spike is a remarkable fire-and-forget anti-tank, guided, and anti-personnel missile that entered service as early as 1981. But as of the 2020s, the weapon remains at the forefront of precision and power. Created and meticulously designed by the renowned Israeli company Rafael Advanced Defense Systems, the missile comes in various versatile forms, catering to different operational needs. Whether the man-portable version, the vehicle-launched variant, or the helicopter-launched model, Spike delivers unparalleled performance across the board. What sets Spike apart is its ability to engage and eliminate targets directly within the line of sight of the launcher. Once fired, this missile takes a fire-and-forget approach, relieving the operator from tracking and enabling them to focus on the mission. Some of its variants employ a fascinating fire, observe, and update method, allowing for top attacks on targets. Even after launch, the operator can actively track the target or swiftly switch to another, all while the missile ascends to its optimal altitude. The tracking process itself is a marvel of technological prowess. Through a trailing fiber optic wire or an advanced RF link in the case of the long-range NLOS variant mounted on vehicles, the operator maintains a real-time connection with the missile. This exceptional feature ensures precise target acquisition, making Spike an unstoppable force. When engaging armored vehicles or neutralizing personnel threats, Spike's tandem-charge high-explosive anti-tank or heat warhead is a force to be reckoned with. Its remarkable power is ready to demolish any obstacle, offering unparalleled reliability and efficiency. Spike can lock on before launch and automatic self-guidance. Its advanced features include an infrared imaging seeker, ensuring precision targeting. Additionally, the extended range versions of Spike boast a unique operating mode called Fire, Observe, and Update, or in other words, Lock On After Launch, or LOAL. This mode utilizes a fiber optic wire that connects the missile to the launch position. The operator can acquire targets even if they are not initially visible, change targets mid-flight, or adjust for any target movements not tracked by the missile. This flexibility allows Spike to be fired opportunistically or to gather valuable reconnaissance information beyond obstacles. The missile's soft launch capability enabled it to be deployed from confined spaces, a crucial advantage in urban warfare scenarios. The tandem warhead configuration of the missile further enhances its effectiveness. It consists of two shaped charges, a precursor warhead designed to neutralize explosive reactive armor, and a primary warhead to penetrate the underlying armor. This combination made Spike a worthy successor to aging semi-automatic command-to-line-of-sight anti-tank missiles like the Milan and M47 Dragon, which were being phased out by various armed forces. The Spike missile also incorporated cutting-edge heat-chasing technology, maximizing its tracking capabilities. The Spike system comprises the launching tripod, fire control unit, and missile. Interestingly, the launcher did not possess a dedicated thermal sight, relying instead on the missile's imaging seeker. Overall, the long-range variant of the system weighed approximately 26 kilograms, making it a versatile and lightweight option. Spike's versatility extends beyond infantry deployment, as it can also be operated from mounted positions on various vehicles. This feature allows fast attack vehicles, armored personnel carriers, and utility vehicles to acquire anti-tank capabilities, even if they weren't initially equipped with such weaponry. Impressive applications of the Spike missile have been demonstrated through various tests and integrations. It has been successfully integrated into the Sagam Spurwer unmanned aerial vehicle, showcasing its potential as an effective weapons system. The Spanish Army has chosen to equip its Eurocopter Tiger attack helicopters with the Spike ER variant, highlighting its versatility in air-based operations. Notably, Israel and the United States have conducted experiments involving the armament of Sikorsky UH-60 Black Hawk helicopters with Spike missiles. In fact, the US variant found its place in UH-60M Battlehawk helicopters, enhancing the helicopter's offensive capabilities. The Spike SR is a short-range guided missile designed to provide infantrymen with a weapon between the larger Spike MR and unguided rockets. It weighs 8 kilograms and has a maximum range of 1,500 meters, intended for platoon-level use. The short-range version features an uncooled electro-optical infrared seeker and advanced tracker, as well as a low-cost thermal camera and guidance electronics integrated into the launcher for target acquisition and display. As for warhead options, they range from a multi-purpose tandem charge warhead with blast fragmentation effect to a penetration blast fragmentation or PBF variant for urban environments. The medium-range version weighs 14 kilograms. It has a maximum range of 2,500 meters and is primarily used by infantry and special forces. In turn, the missile of the long-range variant weighs 14 kilograms, while the complete system weighs less than 45 kilograms. It has a maximum range of 4,000 meters and is used by infantry and light combat vehicles. The Spike LR offers fiber optic communication between the operator and the missile during flight, and reportedly has armor penetration capabilities. Finally, the extended range version, weighing 34 kilograms, has a maximum range of 8,000 meters. The Spike ER is typically mounted on vehicles and used by infantry, light combat vehicles, and helicopters. It is capable of penetrating around 1,000 millimeters of rolled homogeneous armor, or RHA. At the Eurosatory Defense Expo of Paris 2022, Israel's Rafael Advanced Defense Systems proudly showcased their latest creation, the 6th-generation Spike precision missile. This state-of-the-art missile system brought a new range of capabilities to the table, such as its ability to launch 4 missiles simultaneously from a single launcher. Besides, it stands out for its user-friendly nature. Rafael ingeniously designed it to be operated by a single soldier, allowing for increased flexibility and responsiveness on the battlefield. Through the integration of cutting-edge image matching and processing technologies, the missile had the remarkable ability to receive real-time images during its flight. This invaluable information enables it to precisely lock onto enemy targets. This system excels in its ability to minimize collateral damage while maximizing accuracy. It possesses the capability to locate and neutralize enemy assets with exceptional efficiency, ensuring the safety of friendly forces and innocent civilians caught in the midst of conflict. Moreover, the 6th-generation Spike boasts additional features that set it apart from its predecessors. Firstly, it allows for the transfer of system control to other battlefield platforms mid-flight. For example, if a military helicopter launches the missile and leaves the battle zone, a nearby ground vehicle can seamlessly take control and guide the Spike toward its intended target. Rafael also addressed the growing threat of swarm attacks through modifications to the missile. The 6th-generation Spike was explicitly designed to neutralize these assaults, greatly enhancing the survivability of friendly forces. Furthermore, its increased range of 50 kilometers from a helicopter and 32 kilometers from land and naval platforms extended Israel's defense capabilities to new horizons. Rafael official Ron Ghazali exclaimed, quote, "The Spike NLOS serves as the foundation of the entire Spike missile family, which has achieved incredible success and been widely incorporated over the years. The NLOS has evolved, and now we see its most advanced and capable model, its 6th generation." The Merkava Mark V, Israel's latest armored titan, thunders across a rugged battlefield. Its 120mm smoothbore gun effortlessly locks onto distant targets, each shot echoing its dominance. Amidst the chaos, the Merkava's trophy active protection system springs into action. This sophisticated shield, a mesh of sensors and interceptors, swats away incoming threats with an almost sentient vigilance, safeguarding the steel beast and its crew. Inside this fortress on treads, the crew, their vision augmented by Elbit's Iron Vision helmet, sees the world outside in panoramic clarity. This fusion of reality and technology turns the battlefield into an interactive map of friend and foe. But the soul of the Merkava Mark V lies in its AI-driven core. This intelligent nexus processes data at lightning speed, weaving a tapestry of tactical decisions and painting targets for the tank's lethal arsenal. The Merkava Mark V, akin to the F-35's revolution in the skies, brings a transformative impact to the battlefield, heralding a new age of armored warfare with its unparalleled blend of strength and technology. Israel, established over 7 decades ago in the Middle East, has faced constant threats from its neighbors since 1947. Surrounded by practicing Muslims who had once belonged to the mighty Ottoman Empire, Israel quickly built up its military with the help of Europe and the United States to face its neighbors. A robust defense strategy was also required to face attacks from different fronts. Consequently, in the 1960s and 70s, the Israel Defense Force began developing its military equipment for the conflicts with its neighbors. In 1979, the IDF introduced its main battle tank, the Merkava, becoming a vital component of the Israeli Armored Corps. The innovative tank was originally part of a joint venture with the United Kingdom to produce a Chieftain tank variant. The UK later reneged on the deal, supplying the tank to Arab countries instead, and prompting Israel to reconsider its defense strategy. The 1973 Yom Kippur War resulted in significant tank and crew losses for Israel, leading the IDF to recognize the urgent need for an advanced armored vehicle. General Israel Tai, credited for leading the 84th Armored Brigade to victory in the Six-Day War, played a key role in designing the Merkava. In response to heavy losses suffered before, General Tai prioritized crew protection in the Merkava's design. It featured thick-spaced armor and sharp angles to enhance protection against anti-tank rounds. The Merkava featured a unique internal structure with a front-facing engine, diverging from the rear-positioned engine standard in most tanks of that era. The Merkava symbolized Israel's commitment to defense and survival, embodying the nation's resilience and innovation in the face of external threats. The Merkava proved its effectiveness during the 1982 Lebanon War. The Israeli tank outperformed Syria's Soviet-supplied T-62 armored vehicles. Over the years, several improved Merkava variants surfaced, featuring new advancements to make it even more lethal against new threats in the region. The reliable tank rolled against guerrilla forces during the 2002 Second Intifada, in which several Palestinian uprisings in Israel-occupied territories in Palestine resulted in the loss of several vehicles and soldiers. In 2006, over 5 Merkavas were destroyed during the Lebanon War. Still, the rest of the Israeli tanks avenged them with total devastation, decimating entire Hezbollah strongholds. In 2014, the Merkava 4 variants performed well during a 7-week-long Gaza war with Hamas as part of Operation Protective Edge. The trophy system's success on the battlefield was an instrumental asset for Israel's armored corps. Considering the Merkava 5 variant's enhancements, the IDF will prepare well for future conflicts. In late September 2023, the Israel Defense Force and the government unveiled the next iteration of the Merkava tank, the Mark V model. Also dubbed the Mark V Barak, or Lightning, this version has been developing for over 5 years. It will slowly replace the Mark IV tanks that first rolled out of the production line over 20 years ago. The announcement came after an intense month of rough testing under the Israeli Armored Corps. According to the military, More models of the Mark IV Barak will be delivered to the Armored Corps in the following months to continue its testing phase before its official deployment on Israel's northern border with Syria. The Lightning tank is also based on the Merkava platform, but features enhanced survivability and defensive features. For instance, it will include better blast protection, improved ergonomics, and a more robust crew compartment layout. The Mark V will also have a windbreaker for anti-tank missile protection. It will also detect and engage anti-tank guided missiles, or ATGMs, even before firing, allowing for a quick interception. Furthermore, the Mark V will incorporate the latest technological advancements, including improved sensors, communication systems, and even greater integration of artificial intelligence for enhanced battlefield awareness and decision-making. During a press release, Brigadier General Oren Guibert of the Defense Ministry mentioned, quote, "This will be the most advanced tank in the world, with a high-quality sensor system based on artificial intelligence for enemy detection and an intuitive and user-friendly interface for the crew and deadly weapon systems. We've created an unbreakable armored platform, with all its software infrastructure designed for continuous improvement and upgrading in future versions." Guibert also added the tank featured top-of-the-line camera setups to enhance the crew's combat awareness with all-around visibility in close-quarters engagements. This feature was developed to bolster the tank's survivability in urban combat scenarios where buildings and corners are critically dangerous, as enemies with improvised explosive devices and RPGs can hide behind cover and attack the Merkava from behind. Such has been the case of Israel's latest encounters in the Middle East, where guerrilla-style warfare has become the norm of the opposing forces, particularly the ongoing conflicts with Palestine. Brigadier General Guibert was not wrong when he compared the Mark IV Lightning to a land version of the powerful American F-35 jet. The Lightning includes the Iron Vision helmet made by Elbit Systems, which is being fielded for the first time with the new tank. The Iron Vision helmet is linked to sophisticated sensors outside the tank. It allows the commander to see outside with enhanced peripheral vision, much like an F-35 fighter pilot. A video published by Elbit and the IDF shows the Mark V fitted with the latest sensors and cameras, highlighting how the tank forms part of a communication network linked with other units and headquarters. This major intercommunications feature is part of the Torch C4I system, which allows the Merkava to process images with the help of the sensors and the AI. In return, this helps the crew easily identify threats and objects classified as hostile to neutralize them immediately. According to the Jewish News Syndicate, quote, "The tank will also include new advanced sensors, enabling it to independently acquire targets and strike them rapidly, as well as deploy electronic warfare capabilities and advanced processing systems." The over-the-top AI features of the Merkava 5 still go on. The tank also has an operational application store that allows each crew member to select their role and current rank before a mission. The vehicle then opens an overlay that allows the crew to choose the capabilities for the desired operation, providing the ideal package for every crew member. In the case of the driver, the tank showcases an advanced navigation system that resembles the Waze application, but with the latest information and intelligence provided by the military, such as enemy presence, secure routes, rough terrain, urban areas, or ATGM presence. The rest of the crew also has access to their own information related to their specific roles through a 21-inch multi-touch screen. Another revamped feature of the Merkava 4 that's made its way to the Mark V is the Trophy Active Protection System, which further enhances the armor protection of the tank. This includes upgraded composite and modular armor. The Trophy Active Protection System protects the main battle tank from various projectiles, such as anti-tank guided missiles, rockets, and high-explosive rounds. The IDF has stated that during testing, a pair of Merkava Mark Vs could perform the tasks previously performed by an entire platoon of armored vehicles, thanks to the innovative AI features and Elbit's latest sensor system. With the ongoing war against Hamas, it's only a matter of time before the Mark V makes it to the front lines, to see it in an active combat scenario alongside its predecessor. The Mark IV weighs around 65 tons, while the Mark V is estimated to weigh around 75 tons with the additional armament. The Mark V is also larger in length, width, and height. While both vehicles share the same 120mm smoothbore gun, the Mark V may improve gun stabilization, accuracy, and fire control systems for increased effectiveness in engaging targets. The Mark V will also feature a modular design, allowing for easier upgrades and adaptation to different mission profiles, and the potential integration of new systems and technologies in the future. Crew capacity will remain the same, with the driver, commander, gunner, and loader. Mobility will probably be increased with an upgraded engine providing more horsepower and advanced suspension systems for improved off-road capabilities. Overall, the Merkava Mark V represents a significant advancement over the Mark IV regarding protection, firepower, and technology integration, while retaining the core design principles that have made the Merkava series a respected name in armored warfare. Only time will tell if the state-of-the-art features of the Mark V Lightning will prove its worth in the intended urban combat scenarios, where its sensors must excel in close-quarters combat.